Hey YouTube, I'm just going to be showing you a video on basically all the things, everything that I use for my iPhone 4S for the month of May. So basically I just don't usually use that many covers, but I do have let's see, there we go. I usually use two primary covers. One would be this little cheap bumper that I got from eBay, which is kind of, for me, it actually works better than the bumper from Apple, and it actually gives you a lot more protection, and it's more, there's more things that I have on here, just it get all the access ports, everything, the speakers, and it just shows off nicely. Another case that I do use a lot, or for since the iPhone 4S does have this big battery drainage thing, I just use the Mophie Juice Pack Air, and it's basically just a battery inside the case that charges up your phone when you're losing battery, or just keep it charged all day, and it works wonders actually. And then the final accessory that I have is it's a macro lens attachment that also has a wide lens. It's a magnetic thing that you put around your camera, and it still lets you use the flash and everything. So you just put it on there, align it, and launch up the camera, and you can see the difference. You can see how it's all warped view, kind of like a fisheye, which is more than a wide angle, I guess. And then if you just go like this and twist it off, it's a macro lens. And a macro lens, basically what it lets you do is take really close-up pictures. Like for example, see something here that we can find here. You can basically see how close that is and how sharp it is. I'll show you the image here around the video. So that's basically all I have for accessories that I have for my phone. Now let's get into the actual OS that I have installed. Everything I have installed. It's running, as of this video, it's running on 5.0.1, and it's jailbroken using AppSynth, and I haven't had any problems with it. So basically all I have here is this is IntelliScreenX. If you haven't heard about it, Google it. It's a really good app. It's $10, but it is worth your money. It gives you a lot of cool things, the features. There is another one that's called Bulletin that lets you have this, but it doesn't include, like, for example, you can scroll to the side, you have Twitter here, you have Facebook and another page, and then Mail here, and you get to view all your mail and everything, and then you just tap on this little icon right here with the pencil, and it lets you compose tweets, compose messages. So that's basically all I have on my lock screen. Now if you go into the actual phone, I don't have anything changed or winterboard, because it really does freeze up your device a lot. The only thing that I do have theme is because I SSH'd into the device and replaced the background switcher and everything, and then it looks purple like this because I did that. And then and basically that's it. I mean, I don't like using too much substrate extensions. It really does slow down your device and everything. So let's just go. Let me just show you what I have in my folders. So in Newsstand, I have a Mac Life, which is a great magazine. It's for the iPhone and iPad. Yeah, for $10 you get a whole year subscription, which is great. It's a great magazine. It shows a lot of, if you're a Mac fanboy, an Apple fanboy, I mean, it's great for you. What else? And here's basically here are my favorite folders. Tweetbot. It's a great Twitter client. Phenomenal. Better than the official Twitter client that they have. Lets you do a lot of cool things, It's just nice. And then if you have it here and then you get the iPad as well, it actually syncs where you left off, which that's my favorite feature. Wherever you left off, it syncs it through iCloud to your iPad. I will show you, but I'm using my iPad to record this. Cydia, I mean, if you're jailbroken, you know what it is. It's kind of like the App Store for jailbreak tweaks and everything else. Dropbox online storage, speed test to measure how fast your internet is. So let me show you how fast my internet is, I guess. And it fluctuates from from 10 to 20. It does that. It doesn't really matter. It's just to test how fast your internet connection is. Backdrops. I love this app for the reason that you get really high quality wallpapers for any of your devices, even for the new iPad. It's just phenomenal. Let's go into the other page. So here, utilities, basic stock, and then I have Convex, which is a converter. Let me show you what that looks like. You can convert anything basically. Here it gives you a whole bunch of options. Data rate, currency, volume, a whole time. It's just a great app. I think Convex, I think it's $1, but I got it for free because they were doing a promo. Currency, like I said, it's just, you know what it is. It just basically tells you how much the exchange rate is for how many dollars is in Canadian dollars or whatever. Geekbench, just to see how fast your phone is. Here are my specs, as you can see. Ignition. I used to install this to get Ignition because the price is just outrageous. I think it's $100, and I just couldn't find myself paying for that much. And I rarely use it, so it's not that useful. I mean, I use it every now and then. Basically, what it does, it lets you log into your computer and everything from anywhere you are, but it's just too expensive. iNet, it searches everything that's in your Wi-Fi. It's great for if you're doing testing or want to look something up. Find My iPhone is standard with any iPhone, so you can find it wherever it is. Wordlens is a cool app. It lets you, for example, you put letters, and then it'll automatically translate it for you. So as you can see, it's translating. Let's see. The app is free, but you gotta pay for the other. So, for example, English to Spanish. Let's pick that one. And then you read it, and you just point it, and as you can see, the text over here is still there. But once you put it here, it just changes it for you, which is pretty cool. Let's see, games. Angry Birds Space, great game. Astronaut, amazing. I love that game. Bike Bearing, also a good game. Jetpack is whatever. It's not. I don't play that much. Skid Safari was one of my new favorite games for this month. And Where's My Water, all-time favorite game. They updated a lot with some new episodes. You can also buy an extension pack, but I just don't see wasting $1 on it. Path, it's a social network. It's really good. It posts a lot of things. Foursquare, the basics. Facebook Messenger, Instagram, Tumblr, Vidi, and Flipboard. Here in my jailbreak folder, you have installed this, like I told you. I don't usually use a lot of cracked apps. I just don't like doing that. But when it's apps that are like outrageous, or like, for example, like if I bought Tweetbot on my iPhone, I don't feel like paying another $4 for the iPad, so I'll just use it for that. But there's really no difference. iFile just lets you root access. IntelliScreenX, like I told you, Springtomize really does give you a lot of features. Like let's see. Let's just go over some of my favorite animations. You can make them longer, the TV animation, all of that. You can control what people can use and can't use. There's the dock. You can add a cover flow effect, which I'll show you because I don't have to respring or anything. And then you'll see my dock gets a nice cover flow effect. Let's go back. I don't like it. You can also get a custom number on it. Lock screen, like I told you, I was showing the wallpaper when you charge it. I'll show the camera button. It's really handy. I mean, if you need something like this is perfect for you. There's nothing beyond this. With this, it saves you a lot of extra money on some tweaks that are just ridiculous, like for $1 and then you can just find it here. So that's really good. What else? Wi-Fi password, just to show old passwords for Wi-Fi networks. I forgot. MyWi, it's for tethering, USB, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth. No serial badges, basically. All these three, just delete badges of apps. And that's it. I'm shopping. I have Jack Threads. It's a really cool website where you get like discounts off of clothes and everything. So, I mean, it's really, really good. And I'll give you a link on the bottom if you want. It really is a nice website. They give you a lot of like discounted clothes, and it's so like I said, there's Jack Threads, eBay. So to keep on going with the video a little bit longer, it got a little bit longer than I expected. So I'm just gonna put it into 2 parts, and it'll be down here in the description for part 2, or here in the suggestion bar.